Welcome back, everyone. I'm Ethan, and today we're diving into one of America's oldest and most intriguing mysteries, the Lost Colony of Roanoke. In the late 16th century, England was eager to expand its influence and establish a foothold in the New World. Sir Walter Raleigh, a prominent figure in Queen Elizabeth I's court, received a charter to colonize North America. In 1584, Raleigh dispatched explorers Philip Amadas and Arthur Barlow to scout potential sites. They landed on Roanoke Island, located off the coast of present-day North Carolina, and were captivated by its potential. Their favorable reports convinced Raleigh to establish a colony there. The first attempt to colonize Roanoke began in 1585, led by Sir Richard Grenville, and governed by Ralph Lane. Approximately 108 men were tasked with building the settlement. However, challenges quickly arose. Relations with local Native American tribes became strained, especially after the colonists accused the indigenous people of stealing a silver cup, leading to violent reprisals. Supplies dwindled, and morale plummeted. When Sir Francis Drake visited the colony in 1586 after a successful campaign in the Caribbean, the beleaguered settlers chose to abandon the venture and return to England with him. Undeterred, Raleigh organized a second expedition in 1587, this time including families to establish a more permanent settlement. John White was appointed governor, and among the colonists were his daughter, Eleanor Dare, and her husband, Ananias Dare. Notably, Eleanor gave birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the New World, on August 18, 1587. Shortly after the colony's establishment, it became evident that additional supplies were essential for the settlers' survival. The colonists persuaded Governor White to return to England to procure necessities. Reluctantly, he agreed, leaving behind his family and the rest of the settlers, with the promise to return swiftly. However, upon his arrival in England, White found the nation on the brink of the Anglo-Spanish War. Queen Elizabeth I had commandeered ships for the impending conflict with the Spanish Armada, delaying White's return. It wasn't until August 1590, 3 years later, that he secured passage back to Roanoke. Upon reaching the island, White was met with an eerie silence. The settlement was deserted. There were no signs of struggle or battle. The only clue was the word CROATOAN, carved into a fort's palisade, and CRO etched into a nearby tree. Prior to his departure, White had instructed the colonists to leave a sign indicating their destination if they chose to relocate, with a cross symbolizing distress. The absence of such a symbol suggested they left willingly. CROATOAN referred to a nearby island, now Hatteras Island, inhabited by the friendly CROATOAN tribe. White intended to sail to CROATOAN Island to search for the colonists, but a severe storm thwarted his plans, forcing the expedition to return to England. Devastated and unable to fund another rescue mission, White never saw his family or the other colonists again. The fate of the Roanoke settlers has since become a topic of speculation and research. Several theories have emerged over the centuries. Integration with native tribes. Some historians believe the colonists sought refuge with local tribes, such as the CROATOAN or other neighboring communities. Reports from later settlers mentioned encounters with Native Americans possessing European features and knowledge of English customs. Relocation attempt. Another theory posits that the colonists tried to relocate inland, possibly towards the Chesapeake Bay area, in search of a more sustainable environment. However, lacking sufficient resources and facing potential hostilities, they may have perished in the attempt. Spanish intervention. Given the geopolitical tensions of the era, it's possible that Spanish forces, aiming to curb English expansion, discovered and destroyed the colony. Disease and starvation. The harsh realities of colonial life, including limited supplies, unfamiliar climates, and potential diseases, might have led to the settlers' demise. Archaeological efforts have provided some insights, but no definitive answers. In 2012, researchers examining a 16th century map created by John White discovered hidden markings that might indicate a fort's location inland. Excavations in these areas have uncovered artifacts of European origin, suggesting some colonists may have moved and integrated with indigenous populations. The story of the Lost Colony of Roanoke endures as a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by early settlers and the mysteries that history can hold. It invites us to ponder the resilience of the human spirit and the lengths to which people will go in pursuit of a new beginning. What do you think happened to the Roanoke colonists? Share your theories in the comments below. And remember to download the free PDF in the description.